Hey guys, this is Bashar Zori, and I am back with another speed paint, and this one is called Orb, which you will quickly see why. Now, I am one to not really like snakes. I'd never ever been comfortable with snakes. In fact, I'd seen a snake just kind of like, just in my backyard once, and I was so afraid of that because I thought to myself, our neighborhood has snakes, and I don't even know where this is coming from, but we don't live anywhere near snakes. At least we're not supposed to. So what I thought was, how about I just take this idea of like this random, fantasy-like occurrence where this dog, this holy dog would, like a sensei would like try and like engulf this snake in an orb and capture this snake in an orb. As soon as I thought that, some of these ideas just came to head, like I thought to myself, all right, so if this dog, let's say for example, is wearing like a cleric-looking outfit, which it doesn't, but suits a fantasy kind of concept, that would help. And then of course I gave him this kind of like, it's going to sound weird, but it gave him kind of like a yarmulke kind of thing. It didn't work, but it then looked better and better as I was kind of making the fur of the animal, the dog, this Homo sapien canine or whatever it is you want to call it. As I was making all of these different lines and stuff like that, which I'm not particularly good at because I use the smudge tool, but as I was making all of these lines, I realized that I really could actually incorporate the smudge tool with the paintbrush tool, and making the snake was a great instance for this example. I actually realized that just by kind of going over things and putting details on the snake, which I really just couldn't put using the smudge tool, kind of like those little stripes or the eyes or just the shine on it with highlights and burns. I went over my limit with the snake, and when I was done with that snake, I thought to myself, you know what, maybe I really have kind of saved that old touch now that I used to get from back when I was like a 21-year-old kid, and we were all just so great at art because we were just, we were dark times and doing all these things. And then it never really went away after I completed this drawing. There's going to be more speed paints that I have lined up, which you guys just have to see because they're great. And also, just to kind of, for the fans that have been watching my channel, I'm going to be making way more shorts than speed paints, but they will include the speed paints. The speed paints will be part of the shorts that I do. And if you guys have been watching my shorts lately, I also have lots of this two-character duo, which I use to make fun of different aspects of life and different topics of discussion. So please watch that as well. Of course, don't worry about a lack of speed paints. Sometimes I will do some recordings and then just kind of like stop it there. Maybe that way it could add to the surprise. You'll see in my next speed paint what I mean by that. It's called Man Witch by the Water. But this is just called Orb because I wanted to take the focus away from the dog and really focus on how the snake has been captured in this orb. And how now this dog is like, he's so happy, even his tongue is sticking out. And he's like, oh yeah, I caught a snake. So that's kind of the thing that I really wanted to portray in this one. I wanted to portray a source of a sentiment, almost like, any way that you can deal with an animal like a snake. Well, even a dog could, like a dog could easily just step on a snake. A cat is way faster than a snake, as it's been scientifically proven. There's just so many ways to deal with snakes, so I'm sorry if you guys don't like snakes, but I certainly don't, and so that's my reason for this whole entire speed paint, was just to kind of like diss on snakes. Apparently that's not going to be good for some people, but if you like snakes, I do apologize. That is not my intent. I did not mean to insult your preferences. However, this is almost where the speed paint gets done, so I think I'm going to leave it up to the point where I just color in the rest of the parts that are important here, and then also give him a second arm here, the dog, and after a little bit of time, background work, which I didn't show in this speed paint, it turned out to be this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It's got all my descriptions and the links for subscriptions to anywhere of my platforms. So yeah, do like and subscribe. Take care, guys. Until next time.